just a second. I'm finishing loading up the program. And let's switch screens now. I'm also currently endowed with 2 cats at the moment. They're on my lap. You can see one of their heads poking up. Yeah. I'm back at it again with the programming. I want to say now, I have been really hugely reignited for doing this project. I have a lot of things I plan on doing. I haven't done them yet because I've been reignited so much. I acknowledge the fact though that I need to complete all of my current assignments to really start working on this hard. So, simply put, I think I talked about doing some like sprite asset work and all that. That will be done by the end of the week. There's 2 or 3 things I plan on having done before the end of the week. But they're not gonna be done like today, for today's stream. And I apologize about that. However, we're gonna try and get the boss stuff working, because if we're being very serious about this game that I've made so far, outside of some visual stuff, audio needing to be added, which that could actually be an entire stream. So yeah, some visuals, some audio. The boss is pretty much the main thing now. Once I get one boss done, outside of obviously doing the assets and stuff like that for other bosses, we're actually really set. Like, really set when it comes to doing stuff, because I can just pull info from them. So, with this being the case, let us get started on sorting out the boss. Alright. So I need to... So at the moment, where did I leave this off at? Okay. We have this stuff here. Then we have this stuff here. You're gonna have to give me a moment to read through a good chunk of this. Because I need to, because it has been a good moment since I've worked on this. I will wholeheartedly state before the end of the weekend, I will have the boss working. This boss working. To the caliber that I think I should be able to get it to. That's really fucking poor phrasing. That sounded like a bit of a backpedal. What I mean by that is that the boss should function in almost all ways in a basic capacity. So, yeah. What I mean by that, the abilities that we've described work. When it's defeated, the next thing will occur that needs to occur. There's a couple of things I need to fix still about the overarching gameplay loop, because there is still some some bugs around switching rooms, as well as I have a couple of things intended for when the game wins or fails. So, but yeah, so there's a few things that there's a lot of things I'm going to be getting done behind the scenes, but I want to try and get as much of this done today as I can. So I apologize if I seem quite rushed on a lot of things, or if I go really quiet for some time. I am genuinely just trying to think as much as I can to get these answers done. So at the moment, I do not think this effectively has the reset window. that's necessary. So it's triggered the shockwave. Increase else that. So it's no longer. So currently it is not triggering the time source to reset the cooldown for the shockwave. Start T shockwave. It's shockwave cooldown, right? Or is it cooldown shockwave? That's cooldown shockwave, yeah. Okay, so now that should actually mean that this can re-trigger. So for now, what I'm going to actually be doing is I'm going to lower the shockwave cooldown to 5 seconds so we can just quickly test that it does re-trigger. It's seeming a little fucked. Okay. Oh, I'm not changing the increase at the end of this. There we go. It re-triggers effectively. Cool. Done that. Okay, now I also mentioned that there is a lot of functions that I'm going to be adding to clean up the code in general, because it sounds stupid to say this in some regards, and I hate saying this, but I'll admit to this. So I've been theory crafting a lot of functions for like a month or two now. That I would basically be using in place for a lot of things, and they basically do stuff to just, I mean, like, it's a generic reason why would you do a function? Well, it's because I'm going to be doing that piece of code anyway several different places. Why not make a piece of code that does it for me? One of them is like percentage RNG. I'm going to make a function for that. All that sort of stuff, right? So now we've got this attack triggering. We haven't actually got the attack yet. That's fine. We'll get to that in a second. I want to change this, however, so it's no longer increased like this, but it's an increase via time source timer. Because that's more reliable than tying it to a step event. So let's think through how we want to actually handle doing the increased tick up. So I won't actually be having it here, but let's just start with actually creating the time source. Yo, is this Fire Emblem song? I remember this one. Yeah, it's Fates. Hey! Fuck, I love Fates. Okay, so for now, we don't actually know the period of time that we're going to use. Because do I have a thing stating how long I want the charge time for? Two seconds. Is that actually what we wanted? Okay, so Morningson. Okay, so in here, it is as simple as you got a hell of a story to share with me later. Oh boy. Plus equal 1. And then arguments, repetitions. I've never actually buggered around with the repetitions. I could just set the repetitions. Let me look, because I want to see what I can do with the thing. On the frame nearest its expiry, yeah, okay, whatever. Da da da. Okay, that's actually something I really should use for that. That's gonna make things easier. Means I don't have to work with delta time. Repetition would be 200. And then we remove this here. Oh, whoops, wrong way around. Greater than or equal to. Keep forgetting that unless I say it out loud. Also, need that. Okay, so this will be the time source for this one. So, nick that, go to create. Okay, so we want T. Okay. Nice and simple. Now I need to make a if thing here. I think it's get state is what I need from memory. Yeah. Boom. Okay, so what this should do, so it should check, is it running currently? If it's not running, start it. Then this will tick through, do this part, and we'll get there. Right. Now, at the moment, because it's not 300 and it's 200, it won't actually make it to the edge, but it will make it in the time frame that I want. There's an easy answer to that, and I will fuck with it in a second. That is far too slow. What? No, didn't I do the... It's set to 200 iterations, right? Or is it 20 iterations that I needed it? Shit. I think it's 20. Yeah. God, my bad. I thought it was 0.0. Yeah. It still doesn't look right. Okay. Height unit, so it does this so many times, and then it triggers that. Okay, so now this actually needs to increase by 10 if that's the thing. When first beta release. Oh, for holocure. I don't actually know when the first beta release was for holocure. Okay, yeah, so that does work for what I want. So if I actually set this to 15, I think this is actually technically going to do what I want it to. But it will look a bit jank, so I will fuck with the timings. No? Oh yeah, it's because it's set to look for thing. Yeah, so it needs to be set to 300, yeah. Okay, so that technically works. There is a bit of cleanup though. So, first bit of cleanup. Is this. So this should look a lot smoother. Nice. Okay. That That works. Okay, then we want to actually have the shockwave that goes outward, right? So for now, since I haven't actually done it yet, let's do a temp one. So here we go with 5-second sprite work again. Best to have it in middle center for this one. Now I'm just going to have circle, white. How do I increase the size? I don't know if I can. Ah, there. Let's just move it all the way up to there. And it should just mean I need to place on the edges like that. And then that should work, right? That will do for now. We'll see it anyway. I mean, I could just make another draw thing event for it, but this is going to be way more visual. Oh, way more visible, sorry, is the wording I should go for. Okay, so I now need to spawn an object. Just do this for now. So a lot of this is going to be very temporary and slapped together. I do apologize for that. But we're going to just be trying to do our best to get this working. Okay, so we're gonna make our time source for this one. Again, I'm using time sources a lot, and you're gonna keep seeing them because while Game Maker offers alarms require a lot more unnecessary work to get them going than time sources do. Basically, a time source is an alarm, but I can make an infinite amount of them, and I can make them much more tutored to exactly what I want to get done. So it's just better. So we're going to do the same shite again. Actually, in fact, what I should be doing to make life easier do that. Now, there is a few ways I can check this. I either check against the image scaling, which could work, or okay, this is where I kind of leave it up to open ending for this. I either make it up to image scaling, or I check the time source when it's done. We can just do a time source and not active again. I think that's better. So do that, and then we just nick this time source. Okay, so that'll kill itself. Okay, so now I need to have... Well, we'll test this out first. So now we need to have this actually parented to... For now, I'm just going to parent it to the non-player parent. But that's I will probably make a parent chain again. Okay, because I think I might have to rework how I deal damage at the moment to accommodate what I'm intending to do with this. and making damage like an overarching like event typing system, so it puts it into the schemes. Okay, so for now this needs to just be created. Create layer. We want this add weapon under layer, but and then the object is still hand shockwave. Yep, and that's everything for that. I'm not gonna influence this at all at any point. I'm just gonna do this for now, but I do intend to have some with commands. That scales up faster than I was intending. Oh, that's probably why. I think I need to do it this way. Actually, no, it's all dependent on the sprite size. I only scaled it for one of them. I didn't scale it for the other. That's actually a good point. Let's make a variable quickly. And use that so I don't mess that up again. So this looked too small. That does look kind of cool though. That's still far too big though. That was making a second one then, I saw it. Does it? That's very strange. That is very strange, actually. Because that should be setting it to 0. So that means it's re-triggering. Yeah, it's getting re-triggered constantly. Okay, let me think this over a little bit. Because I knew I needed to rework some of this, right? So that should work. Maybe. It's a better safety net. Oh no, I have a feeling I know what's going on, but it's not right. It makes no sense. Wait, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, that seems to be working perfectly well. Alright, so now we just need to keep fucking with the shockwave. So this was too much and things too little. Oh no, this is too little, the other one was too much. So this is too much, right? The scale's up too quickly. I think I need to do something. It's either I do some really funky math. Because yeah, that gets too much too quickly. I think there's like either I do really funky math or I figure out a better way of scaling these sizes. That works for now. Oops. Okay, so there is a couple of things I do need to do. Actually, I should just be able to check for pause. Yeah. Okay, so what this has just done, and I'm gonna do this to the ability stuff as well, is it's basically just if it's paused, chill out for a moment. Because I was noticing that as well. So I'm gonna have to add this to every single individual thing, right? I think I just make a lot of if statements in the next part of this, of the else statement. So I don't have to make a long chain of else ifs. Because I'll just make a lot of if statements in the other thing, yeah. Because we need every single time source paused. And then unpaused. I have to actually, I should check if they're all active. Technically, that's the correct thing to do. Oh, it should be annoying. Okay. Okay, so we're this is where it starts getting to a point where this just gets tedious and annoying, but this is what I need to do to actually be like checking everything correctly. Like I could do it the ghetto way, but I do want to future-proof this. This just means that there's like, it's a lot of work that I need to do, but this prevents a lot of problems that could occur. And then I just need to copy this and then just say paused in the next one. For the unpausing of stuff. Okay, so then we take this. So the title and you're interested? Well, I can quickly, while I'm just doing this for a moment, I can actually quickly show the game. I just launch. Got a bunch of characters, bunch of fun VTubers and such. Yeah, got a Vampire Survivors game. At the moment I'm testing the boss, so that's why the boss spawns immediately. And the attacks are so instant with it at the moment. So we have leveling, we have all sorts actually now, like hooked up. Bunch of different weapons. I do need to go through and clean. Your holocure addiction expands. I'm not gonna lie, so I've said this before. Holocure definitely is an inspiration for doing this, but I wanted to do a Vampire Survivors game the moment I played Vampire Survivors the first time, back a long time ago, when quite early on in its release cycle. And holocure, all it did was point me in a direction of, you could do something that you just are passionate about. I'm like, holy shit, I could. Why don't I? And here we are now. All right, bloody hell. Okay, and then else. Be careful of rights. Oh yeah, no, I've already looked quite heavily into a lot of the legal stuff, and while it doesn't show it at the moment, there will be a thing at the beginning that is stating, like, I do not own any of the intellectual rights to any of these characters, and if any of them do not like it, I'm more than willing to remove them, because I'm not going to say anything to holocure about this, but the one thing that I do feel that there is lacking in the general space of things overall, and if I go in here, you kind of see towards it, is stuff like independent VTubers. There's not enough, like, awareness, I guess, towards them and thing. And I also don't think there's enough stuff out there to really point to the fact that, like, yeah, by the way, a lot of these VTubers do actually collaborate and like between companies and all that sort of stuff. So the legals of most of it are actually pretty clean and pretty linear. I've even gotten the go-ahead from a few of the independents themselves. Holocure, yeah, they've only got holo, which means that they only need to deal with the legal stuff of that. However, if you actually, this is where I do, like, point to how much I have done research on this. If you actually go to, like, Clover's website about that, whose did you get? I cannot say, sorry. That is, out of goodwill, I have been given permission for some stuff. I'm not gonna break that goodwill. I apologize. But there's a for the game to come out to know. Oh yeah, I mean, like, that's the thing, is not only is it kind of like you'll probably find out very quickly once the game comes out, because of stuff like maybe coverage and all that. To apologize, we both respect people. No, that's, yeah, I apologize, because it's kind of like, I do feel bad that I can't inform everything, like, about what I'm doing, but, I'm stupid. Grab this, paste that, and then grab this. But yeah, no, like, it's just, I absolutely adore a lot of the, I mean, that's why, again, I do have a disclaimer here in my little notes when I do show this part. If you don't see a VTuber here, it's not that I think any bad of them or anything like that. These are just the ones that I'm immediately like, I can think of abilities for these. I can answer the ideas and all that I need to immediately with these. And that's why this list has expanded a few times even since I've been working on this project. Like, some of the notes are here, some of them aren't. Yeah, those you immediately think of. Exactly. Like, there is a lot of VTubers I want to add, but I just can't think of an ability fully at the moment. And that's fine. Right? That's nothing against them. There's it's just like, it'll take time. And let's also be honest, there's no way in hell I'm ever covering every VTuber because there's literal thousands. It would be impossible to cover every single one of them. The only way something like that could occur is if this project became larger than myself. And that would require this program to actually be written far better than it currently is, because that would mean that workflow would be thing. One with, yeah. I mean, like, that's the thing, is I have been working on this since February. And outside of, like, this boss and a few asset things and a couple of cleanups from some old bad code, this is actually in a playable state. Like, there's no sound or anything, but it feels like pain. It can do. It can do. I will not give any false illusion of the fact that, yes, programming can be quite difficult. This stuff I'm programming in here, though, keep in mind, does actually a lot of work for me and is like, okay, this is where I do point out. So I'm actually doing a degree in software engineering at the moment. I've done another degree before of something else, but point is I'm doing a second degree at the moment with that. I'm breezing through it because I've done a lot of programming in my life and I've done quite well with it. But now I'm just gonna test that this doesn't break. But I need to test this nonetheless. Okay, so if I pause, that's not working, because that's not getting added to the list, is it? Should be. Should be this one. Do I need to add these to the step event instead? Pause, active pause, yeah. So I might move these to the step event instead of the draw event, just to more actually guarantee things. But no, so like a typical program that you'll see a lot of games done in, which is like Unreal Engine or Unity, all that. Unreal Engine specifically, you can close your eyes and like spin around a point and you can do like an entire career around that. Still not working. But with Game Maker, the beauty is that the way it's laid out, you can actually feel like you can solo dev. Which, fun fact, by the way, this is where I actually get to point at something. Holocure is actually programmed in Game Maker. So what you're seeing right now is actually how holocure was originally programmed. In fact, there's a good chance that a lot of the stuff I'm doing right now is some of it's under the hood. And I fucking absolutely adore that game, right? I think the devs for that are amazing and have done a phenomenal job. So this isn't pausing the thing. Isn't it possible to control C, control V a bit? No, it's not. So two reasons to that, and this is where I really stand by on it, is that one, moral wise, I would not feel comfortable with that. That's the big thing, honestly, is that they made their game, I'm making mine. I do not want to just copy and paste someone else's game. Like, there's a reason why it's all from the ground up. The second thing is, and this is kind of one of those, like, if that moral side wasn't there, this would be the thing that actually stopped me. Game Maker compiles in a way when it produces an exe that means that you cannot rip it apart easily. So I can't undo their compile and then pull out code. So even if I wanted to, I couldn't, but I don't want to, so it's it works out. Like, again, I absolutely adore their game. I'm not taking their work away. Like, actually, as a really good example of that, if we go to characters, you'll see that there was actually a Guagura sprite. If I go click on this, you'll see very quickly, this doesn't look like the holocure sprite, does it? Well, it looks similar, but like if we go holocure wiki, we're going myth, go to Guagura. There we go. Like, I mean, first of all, the hood alone is the thing. Like, I did it without the hood. I do kind of want to add a little bit to the top because I do feel it's a bit flat. But yeah, no, every single... Outside of the grass assets in this game, I have designed everything. Some of the programming I have gotten from online, obviously, and from a friend. Like, a good chunk of the get input commands and stuff like that, well, it's been changed quite a bit. This does actually partly come from my friend, as well as the movement controls. Yeah, true. It's just her flat head. I don't like the flat head. Her being flat, that's correct. Her having a flat head, that's a little bit weirder. But like, again, that they're going to holocure praise. I absolutely adore that they decided, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna add a fucking Patan weapon joke, and then we're also going to make it buffed by the characters that are Patan. Like, god fucking damn it, man. That is such a fucking treasure of a thing to do. Cutting board, yeah. It's such a smart joke in my eyes. I give massive praise to deciding to do something like that. Oh, is that what I fucked up? Shaping up to be a good project. Following, surprised didn't get you don't get more recognition for it. I'm not advertising it hugely at the moment because I don't want to advertise a partially finished project, I guess is the best phrasing of it. Like, I have a weird thing about that where like I wouldn't feel comfortable going, hey, come have a look at this project that's not done yet. But at the same time, yeah, it does hurt. I will not deny, some of the hardest moments of this project has been like, there was a few months where I wasn't really doing anything about it on stream. I wasn't really producing any of the content for it, and it was just really starting to weigh down and like not have anything. And then that's when I started like posting a lot more of the assets to Twitter, and I got recognized by some of the actual VTubers that I'd done. Sure, like some of them were just literally them liking it, right? But that hugely motivated me because it's like, okay, well now there's actually recognition there. Which is huge. Yeah, okay, I think I know what I fucked up. With some of it at least. That's not what I want. Okay. Those VTubers are actually good people and want to show appreciation. Exactly. Like, that's the thing, is like, I get that they're very busy people and like there's a whole lot of stuff, right? I'm not so up myself to think, oh, well, I need their immediate attention. But I will not deny that, like, having recognition does really, really help with motivation. And that's why, like, I've got so much more motivation now, is because one of my sprites is being used by one of the VTubers as an alert. And that was huge. Makes you want to work on. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm so motivated at the moment that I'm getting all of my assignments cleaned up, so when the semester break hits, one of the weeks is just going to be dedicated to getting this ready. And there is a good shout that that week alone, especially if I get art done between now and then, that might be the only week I need. And I can have like a really early alpha of this out to have public play. Now, I need to fix the oscillation, because that pulsing needs to be changed. So, is this game still a whiles off? Yes. Do not try, will not try and even hint that it's not like ages off. But yeah. Like, it's coming. Now, did that work for the flashing, or is that gonna just... Yeah, it's gonna make it just go intense red. I do not want that. So it means while it's thing, it's gonna be changing. It's kind of annoying. I have an idea, but that's going to take a while. I'll still destroy his content. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. I mean, like, that's the thing, is that my intention is to have this in a fully, like, releasable state by the end of this year. I think 1 year production cycle for a game of this caliber is more than enough, for me at least. However, there is a lot of things I intend to do with it if it gets popular. The only concern, and this is the part where I actually do point to the legal stuff, is that I will not be able to make money off this game. In no way can I make money directly off of this game, or make money from, like, offering this game or anything like that. Which I'm fine with, right? But I will not deny I gotta eat. I am a fucking second degree student after all. Food is a thought. Okay, food doesn't produce itself, yeah. Exactly. Like, it sounds like such a scummy thing, right? So this is actually something that I heard someone talk about, and I fucking love this discussion, the way they did it, and it's so true, is that, like, and political a bit for a moment, is we live in a capitalist society and you are told that you're bad for wanting capitalist things, right? Like, I want to be able to eat. It's like, oh, well, you're wrong for wanting money. It's like, what? It's weird. Yeah, I mean, like, it's very clearly a huge passion project, and I think they've talked a little bit about, and I agree with this, is the idea of adding money to the equation in any capacity puts either stress, strain, all these sorts of things on the project, which causes problems. It's fine to want to eat, people are dumb. Yeah, it is always the tragic argument that I see online. It's like, why is this game priced so badly? And it's like, well, people got to eat and executives are assholes. That's your simple answer. I really need to fix this pausing issue. How am I going to fix this? Is it because the shockwave charge up is on such a short tick cycle that it can't actually... Oh. Is not active, it starts at a new. That's what's happening. It's not active is the thing. I need to make sure, and it's not paused. Dumb. Nah, it's all good. It's all good. Like I said, it's I trust me when I say, if you think you feel dumb when you see this stuff and then like see me sit there and go, oh fuck, I forgot something, I feel far stupider. Okay, does this work now? Because this might actually fix it. Come on, launch. All right, and then pause. Hey. Okay, that's working. Now I need to fix the flashing. Now the flashing, there is actually a really simple answer for. All right, and it is to move the oscillation timing from here to the step event. Actually, no, what am I doing? I need to just, I can take that with me, yeah. I should have. So now this should actually pause it. But it shouldn't make it like fucked up alpha. Yep, there we go. Run the fuck away! Ah! Okay, so sprite for the shockwave needs to be improved. That's not surprising. I do want to tweak it a little bit at some point, but I think it'll do for now. So that means we've got the shockwave mostly working. Now I just need to... We'll add like a collision event for now. Collision, player, O player. Alright. Because is it... Actually, no, who does the collision event for the player? Is it on enemy? Player taking damage on enemy, okay. So I'll just duplicate this for the shockwave. Okay. Okay, so what does the player look for when it comes to the damage number? It's other.damage, or DMG, sorry. Alright. DMG equals fucking 10. It's gonna be nasty. Shouldn't be hit by the shockwave. You'll go eat. All good. Alright, so now I need to make, so what I do need to do, and we will not do it right now, but for now I'm going to just add an event, collision, enemy objects, enemy boss objects, Dullahan, shockwave. God damn. That is a long list, huh? We'll do that. So now I should take damage from the shockwave. And with that, it's technically a fully functioning ability. Ooh, that's damage, right? Doesn't seem like I'm taking more, though. Feels like it's been a bit weird about it. It's probably because I have the damage lockout timer. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to... This seems really mean, but I'm gonna do this to test something. Okay, yeah, that's why. Go back in there. Ow! So if you're wondering what happened there, it's because every fucking tick it did 10 damage and there was a lot of ticks. And I died very quickly. Very, very quickly there. Whoosh. Okay, so we'll leave it like this for now. The wave will be increased in size and thickness later. So short answer is we've done the shockwave to an extent that like there's only a couple of things I'll do to clean it up, and most of those are asset stuff later. So now that we've done that, let's move on to the next ability, shall we? If while I'm doing that though, I should change this back to 25. I should also probably, no, that's the sprite of the boss. This is the actual object. We should probably pull down the base speed a little bit. Okay, so next ability is projectile. Which is going to be almost entirely handled by another object, because it's just going to be like spawn the projectile, yada yada yada. Trying to think, because so we're gonna spawn like some, I think it's gonna be more than one projectile, right? It's gonna be like 2 or 3. Say 3 for now. So what is the best way to do this? We're gonna need a sprite to dump above the player's head. Let's just do this. Gonna be slightly off center, and I know that. Oh no, we're not doing it that bad. It's maybe a quick sketch, but I'm not that much of a fucking monster. Do that, and then do that. Nah. Too thick of lines still. Again, me doing my quick sketches and being picky about it. That'll do. Yep. Speed targeting. Looks nice, somewhat. It's not centered. Doesn't matter. Fucking hell. Why not? Alright. So, what we need is this stuff. But we're gonna be renaming a lot out of it. Cooldown, fire projectile. Okay, now what did we want for the collision on the projectile one? We want it slightly smaller than the thing, right? No, we probably want it longer. What is 300 is the warning area for that? What if about 350? I want to see what 350 looks like. That is just straight up off screen. Nah, we don't want it that bad. So try 300. I should also actually make a variable to do this testing with for me. Oh well. Because like that, for now, that seems a bit more respectable. It's the above part that I'm not quite happy about. But we'll go with 300 for now. Okay, now I'm gonna nick this as well, but we're not gonna use it the way it is currently by a long shot. Okay, it's currently attacking, and the attack is fire projectile. And then time source for that is cooldown fire projectile. Things are going to be very different though. Okay, the reason why I still want this is because what we're going to draw is we're going to draw a sprite instead. And this one we don't actually need to have scale of like the where it is change. Right. So should be fine. So SP targeting, sub image. I think I need to do -1 because it doesn't matter. X. So O player dot X. X needs to be the exact same as the players. O player dot Y plus I think that will be fine for now. I think I need this to be 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 1, white, no, it's C white, isn't it? Yep. And then alpha is 1. Do that for the moment. No, it's minus. Fuck. Okay, sprite height divide by 2. I think that's too much though. Yeah. 1.5. Just a little bit of a trim. That looks pretty good. Okay, so now I just need to find a way of doing this to it. So I need to make a variable, a hold variable for it. Okay, so and then that should work. Oh. Fine. Fucking single bracket breaks the code, as per usual. Actually, it's not a bracket, it's a something else. I can't remember the naming. Alright, so that needs to be tweaked a fair bit. We want this to go to we want this to go to 1. So we actually want this the other way around. Sounds really weird, but I want it to be very vivid, so... Also, technically, I don't even think it's going to be this that handles this. I think it's going to be the, or it's going to be held in somewhere else. Doesn't quite do what I want it to. Okay. Because if I comment this bit out, what do we get? The range. Just blips. I guess it's kind of... It is very attuned to the previous one, so that's probably the main problem. Maybe we do put this back in the drawer event. No, because we can't, because it's fucking, it doesn't work with, exiting it. If I do that. Oh no, I guess it could, but it would be really fucking jank. This is easier. So it just means that I need to make these, again, different. Okay. Well, they're just, so... leave it like this for now, I guess, and we'll make a quick note. Done. Right, I'll make that note for later. Cool. So this expanding circle doesn't matter. We get rid of this. We don't care about this. Don't care about this part. Okay, so then we need to make new objects. First of all, let's make the sprite for the projectile real quickly. Like, this doesn't need to be anything special. We're just gonna make a green fucking thing, and then slightly lesser one, and then downsize this a bit. And then give it a fucking, there. That's a bit more quizzical than I intended. No, that doesn't look right. No, that doesn't look right either. I'm trying to give it little angry eyes. I could suck at drawing, man. I'll just do that for now. Fuck it. Right, sprite to SP. I mean, just on projectile. Looks so stupid. I love them. We might use him for an enemy later or something. Just he looks cute, so I always like that. Okay, now we make an object, create object. Boss. Lahan. Project. Okay, we need a create event. We need a step event. Okay. So, oh, this is gonna be really fucking annoying. Now that I think on this. Yeah, okay. Because there's a lot of stuff that needs to be handled inside of these projectiles. Again, most of the work for this ability goes into the projectile, not into the shockwave, like unlike the shockwave last time. The shockwave last time was basically all hosted here. The shockwave just needs to hold the damage. Okay, so we need to we need the weapon overlayer for this one, I think. Projectile. Say 3, like we said before. Don't need increase in here. Okay, and then it is all down to these projectiles now. So there is an answer I wish I could take, but I think it's gonna break. Can I do it or? They're not got a speed value, right? Yeah, let me fix that. Boss is 4. We'll make these speed value of 5. That didn't work. Okay, cool. That's easy enough to see that. But now we're taking the really shitty route then with this. And doing it like this way. So the reason why I can't do it through the parent right now is because the parent requires certain values to exist for it to interact with the player correctly. Oh, it's also not parented to the thing. Give me a second. So they're not moving. Why are they not moving? This. Needs to be in his step event for now. Till I make another global variable that's another parent that's above. Okay. So what I'm also seeing there is what I should actually do is pull this one down by 1 and bring this one to 4. Sorry, I am I'm getting there. Now, there's another thing I'll need to fix, and that's flipping the sprite. I believe... Where can I do that easily? I feel like there was a way of doing it really easily. I mean, there is just doing, that. I thought the enemies faced to the left, by the way. I guess I'm wrong. So now we should see the little bugger running at us. I need to give them a collision point as well. Like we've got with the enemies. Again, for now. So what this does is this is why like my enemies don't overlap too much. So what we'll see now is you'll actually see all of them separating a little bit. I'm going to be probably a little bit more aggressive with this one, so they're not on top of each other and can't be on top of each other. Whoops. Press the wrong button. God damn it. Testing, everybody. Alright. Oh, that's not too bad. Okay, so now we've got the projectiles sort of working. But what I'm gonna do instead here is, do that. So this should mean that you should always see when you're getting targeted by those little fellas. Okay, that didn't like that. Really didn't like that. Interesting. I guess I should just change this to an if. So yeah, no, you see the marker and it will always be, oh my god, what the fuck just happened? What happened there? What actually happened there? Well, that's not right. What is that? Okay, it's 3 of them. And it just sends out like fucking 50 of the cunts. What the fuck? that. Okay, we're gonna reduce this to 4. So I need to see why that's happening. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's kind of funny, but like... Is it because there's multiple of them already out? No, it's just, it just spawns a shitload of them. Oh, so that's kind of funny. I think I just figured out what was happening there. That was cute. Okay. I'm just gonna do... do that for now. So we have a bit of cleanup going on. I am really confused. I'm really genuinely confused. I don't know what I've done with this. Because, okay, for some reason, I am healing the player an insane amount, and I'm spawning a buttload of the projectiles. Why? I should only be repeating it 3 times. And there's nothing on the create event that gives me a point of call for it. I'm actually like, this is one of them spaghetti moments. Is it this? Okay, we need to go through and test everything being like pulled apart. Is it the if instance exists? No. How are they influencing player health? Like, genuinely. Global movement speed. That's the only thing that they interact with on a global space outside of game pause. There. Is it to do with the layer? What if we don't have this repeat? We just have it trigger once. What happens? This is going so smoothly until this. So that does nothing. I'm genuinely so confused. Why are they healing the player? Why are they spawning so many? What is going on? Oh, it's got an extra thing. Oh, we've also figured out that so it's not this. So this can come back. It adds or detracts nothing. Yeah, see, because you can see there's an extra bit of health that's spawning in the healing. Why? Why is it that it's doing that? I actually cannot make heads or tails of that. So it should be this here. How is it influencing the player controller? How is it influencing player heal specifically? I'm actually impressed. Is it the name's getting too long? It sounds weird, but it is genuinely a query. I fix more locations. Is it this? So this is the thing I need to now start doing, is I need to go through all of the little parts of this and see what's broken. No, it's not that. This is so confusing of a bug. There. No. Okay. I was gonna say. Can't figure it. What about this? There's no way this is what it is, right? No, that's not what it is. Is it the overlayer? Do I need to make this the underlayer? It would make no sense as to why it's overlayer and underlayer being the issue, but yeah, it didn't look like it. It's almost like what's happening is that each of them are producing an instance of a healing ability or something. Which doesn't quite make sense as to why they would be. Or at least to me, anyway. Sorry, I'm just trying to go through everything in my head. Actually, that's a test that I should try. Oh. So it seems that it's getting paused. $2,000 HP in 1 second. Yeah, no, that's something I'm trying to figure out. I don't know how I've managed this, but so it's supposed to only spawn 3 of my little projectiles. And what it does, for some reason, so it spawns them, 3 projectiles, cool, done. And then that, and for some reason, each of them are healing me for existing? And yeah, it's very strange. I'm trying to figure out where the fuck they're healing me from. Doesn't it repeat 3? No, so the repeat 3 there, that spawn 3 projectiles each time it does the attack. Alright, so the short answer is, other than the fact that they're healing me, the first attack looks exactly how it kind of should. See? 3 projectiles fire out. But then all of a sudden, the next time it triggers, it spawns a fucking gazillion. And I'm trying to figure out where that's happening. What if I comment out this? I mean, it won't repeat. It's this short answer. Okay, no. I'm starting to understand where this is going, but this is still very strange. I don't feel like I'm healing anymore, though. With it. What the fuck was going on? Was I overloading something? But now it's not, like, telling it that it's attacking. Fuck is going on? Okay, oh my. Wait, that's how I did it in the other one, though. Oh, that's because I shouldn't be. Okay. Stuff is making sense. I fucked up. Okay. So, all right, that's no, okay, yeah. God fucking damn it. This is how it always is, man. I don't know how I managed to overload it to do that, though. Actually interested. I want to try it out again at some point if I can break it like that. Also, I think one of my cats wants back in the office. Give me a second. I'll check that in a sec. Oh no, he wants out of the office. Okay, sorry. You're not staying still at all, bud. Am I currently attacking false? Yeah, so that's still there. Where are you? There you are. Okay. Come on. You want out the office? Huh. So, if I do this now, this should mean that he stays still for like a second when he fires. Okay. Now, there is another part to this that I want to do. That I just remembered because he keeps running on top of me. So I'm going to slow the boss down again. So what is the basic enemy at? And speed. Their default. What is default? .3. Oh, okay. So 2 is still quite fast. I'll try this. I can't even remember my numbers anymore, god damn. I'm running away. Okay. Point is, we've done that. So now, what was I in the middle of doing? Here. Okay, this is gonna look really fucking scuffed. So we're gonna take this one again. Okay, and then make it so it is 100. So this gives the idea of this is this should give it a minimum range. So it can't just spawn projectiles on top of you. Theoretically. So I'm going to dupe this and do it with 100s. Is it 100 that I did? Right? Yeah. I'm going to take quite a bit of damage here, but I'm just going to be testing out. Looks so weird, it's just trailing me along. It's about, yeah, so it's about the same movement speed as I am now, which I probably need to change that slightly. We'll ignore the fact that I went negative there for a moment. Game's not quite well engineered for that. He's not doing the other one. I feel like the cooldown should have been triggered by now. Am I wrong? Have I not set it to actually yeah, that's probably why. Okay, so where is... Yeah, so I need something like this. In here. So it's actually, yeah, so it's not actually refreshing. Wait, so that means, give me a second. Okay. Do that. I actually need to change his collision thing, which is pretty easy to do. But hopefully soon he should actually trigger. There it is. So he actually leaves, he moves a little sooner than this does. I also need to make a cooldown in between attacks. That's something I'm noticing as well. God, does it take 4 seconds to actually do the thing that I've been trying to do? King does. Okay. Damn. So yeah, all I need to do is just have a little bit of extra stuff in here. That's fine. Okay. More or less, that is the attacks working. Well, those 2 attacks working. So now we've got to do the fucking third one. It's scuffed, but it works. All right, slash. This one is gonna require the most assets for it. Which is gonna be annoying. Okay. But it also, in a sense, is one of the kind of simple as well. So we don't need this additional if check, because it is just limited by its range. So this one will likely use the exact same sin function as the shockwave. Just for now, we're gonna nick the exact code that they've got in that shockwave. But this needs to be... So that needs to be swapped out for a cone. So the idea is that this one is going to be kind of like it shows a little cone in front of the enemy and it will slash in that area. And then this will use a lot of the same logic as the other one, but it's all going to be a lot faster because it's going to basically have like a go out to the size and everything. I'm just trying to think how I'm best gonna do that. Because how do you enlarge a shape like that with it being a linear movement outwards easily? Ah, it's gonna be awkward. Yeah, no, there's a lot of ideas I have, and a lot of them, this is where we start getting the point where we're not too far off needing to finish up, and I'm trying to think through like what I need to get done. And a lot of this is, so this is why I didn't want to really do the slash, I'll be honest, because I knew it's going to come down to assets. Because, so we need the cone, and then we need the slash. I can just use the default stuff I have. Like, I can make this today if we accept the fact that we're not going to have it looking correct. So this was going to be 100 range. Probably less, let's be honest, but we'll do it for 100 for now. Okay. And then we need to go back up here. I'm gonna actually just shrink this down and this down because those are working for now. So we need this stuff here or equivalent. This should be fine for now. Okay, so I'm gonna just have to make another one of these. Which is fine, right? We want to go to 100, so we're just gonna do this 100 times. We'll do it for the slash. So we copy this. And then we take this out a little bit to get to the slash one, and then we copy and paste that through. And then this needs to be 100 instead. Then, if I get this stuff here. So we need to reset in 0 as well. Equal is greater than or equal to 100. Blah 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 blah. Get this in here. And we also need to, like I said, an increase needs to go back to equal 0. And then we just need to make the slash object. Whoa. Okay, the slash is not supposed to be that threatening overall. It's just supposed to deter the player from being on top of the boss more and give them a chance to get out of the boss's range. Like that's genuinely the intention. This is actually supposed to nerf the boss more than anything. So yeah, we're gonna make another object. I also want to add put this back to thing. That didn't look like it was actually the issue. Right. Make a quick create event. Now, this one. So. Gonna put it at, we'll put it at 10 for now. So, the idea in a sense for this is to try and make it so I don't actually have the boss dealing too much damage itself. Like, standing on top of the boss isn't a problem, it's the slash that you need to worry about. Yeah. Trying to think, like, it's because how I'm gonna do it. The slash is gonna have to be like straight up hazard stuff from the body, so it's gonna probably be like whatever cone I make, I actually have to make it cover that entire cone. Otherwise, you can stand on top of the boss while it's happening and it's fine. That can't happen. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, brain going very, very quickly with a lot of information and I'm starting to get ahead of myself. Let's just use a shitty weapon sprite for now. Use the slash. Okay, so this one I do actually need to have a width for it. Very importantly so. Importantly so. Good lord, I'm starting to slur my speech a lot more. Alright, just do this for now. Now I'm actually going to steal from one of my player weapons for this. Because it's just easier to do with this slash to just as the cleanup. Oh yeah, there it is. It's really fucking tiny. Okay. We do this and then it's not going to give me the thing. Okay. Point is, we should be able to see it a fair bit more defined here. Just run at the boss. Like that trigger. Yeah, it's a little fucky, okay. Because of when it spawns. And it doesn't move, I don't think, currently. Again, there's a lot of parenting that I'm going to have to do to fix some of this. It's not seeming to get the thing quite right. So I'm pretty sure that's the correct code for that, right? Oh, that's right. So it's that, but it's also I need to add something else to it. What was it that I need to actually add? Is it image angle equals direction? I want to say that might be correct. Yes. Okay. So currently the slash isn't coming out correctly. Or correct timing. It's because I think the trigger slash is too fast. Yeah. Okay, and then we need to probably tweak the cooldown to be like 5, and this needs to go back to being, I think it was like 10 or something. Oh, god damn. Give it 2.5. So half time spent doing the slash, half time spent on cooldown. And then we just need to add the cooldown between abilities. Which should be pretty easy. So that would be taking this bull out, putting that here. We'll say 2 seconds in between each ability. Okay, and then we put this into these, and this gives us a bit of breathing room between each cast. The reason I didn't want to do that earlier, if there is a query to that, is because I wanted to actually test all the weapons pretty aggressively. So this is actually closer to how the boss should feel. So I need to actually change it so it's not currently attacking thing. Yeah, so that goes back into these. And then we need to make a new bull. Okay, and then And then there's just cleanup now. Or like eventual full cleanup, but cleanup as I go. Getting rid of a lot of those like debug messages to... And so the sign thing is the next thing to sort out. Okay. God damn. Oh. We got a good bit done today. We've got the boss more or less outside of proper assets and animations and stuff like that, which is again just assets. Mechanically speaking, this is basically what the boss is going to be. Well, this boss. I think that's pretty good. There's going to be a little bit of tweaks that will need to be made as time goes on. Again, when assets get added, numbers are going to have to change drastically. The sign thing needs the sign equation needs to be changed for the targeting reticule. And the projectiles need to actually have their full functionality put in, because again, a lot of functionality is not there for them yet. The intention is to have it so they'll stop near the player and then basically explode. But they'll explode after a small delay. So that will be the next kind of like step on their journey. But like the shockwave, that just needs assets and number tweaks maybe. Slash needs assets and number tweaks, and the projectile just needs that one additional mechanic put in. And then outside of that, I think we're done with it. And then once that's done, I'm just going to be focusing on only assets, including sound, and getting all the old weapons cleaned up, making a new standard system that I can use to make weapons, add one more boss, and we'll probably have a release. Like, it will just basically be like cleaning up what we've got, which is insane to me, I'll be honest. Like, we've come real far. I honestly cannot stress enough how fucking proud I am of how much has happened with this game since its beginning. This, funnily enough, I actually looked the other day. Let's bring over Twitter for a moment while it fucking dies a little bit. And let's go to the profile, because we actually have, if we go into the... Okay, Twitter, you're having a fucking go of it. Go to profile and go to media link stuff. God, my computer is having a fit right now. I apologize. Okay, I think... Yes, that was it up there. This is the first little teaser I ever gave of the game. This is it. This is what we had. This is all that existed at one point. And then after some additional work and stuff like that, we got to here. And I'm not playing any audio of these because there is no audio to play. And this was, yeah, when I introduced my own enemy types and used my own assets for that. It's... God, that weapon there that you just saw, the blowhole thing, that took a long time to do. Because I had to implement a very unique code for it, and I don't even think it's spawning at the moment on this. Has it even spawned once? It just is not working. Oh, there it is. God damn. Like, you can start seeing where the game sits and how, like, there's not been huge amounts of changes overall since these points, but, like, behind the scenes there's been a lot of changes. This game's gone through a lot of iterations. A lot of cleanup, a lot of work, and it still needs more. I'm not stupid enough to say that it doesn't. That's why I'm so happy with it, because we've done so much at this stage. It's kind of one of those moments. I'm really proud of what I've actually managed to accomplish with this game. And that's why, especially with like the inspiration that I've gotten recently from some of the stuff and everything, there's such a burning desire to work on this. But like, I'm also not going to skip out on my assignments. That's why like I'm working super hard to get my assignments cleaned up for the next, I think it's 2 weeks. This week, next week, and then maybe one more week after that. I can't remember for sure. But then I'll be on semester break for 2 weeks. 1 week I'm going to dedicate to another project to try and give myself a little bit of passive income for a bit. And then the other one is going to be this. Like, I'm going to be working a full week only on cleaning up the programming and getting weapons working and everything, because like at this point in time, nope, that's not the right one. Programs, oh god, computer's having a moment. Game creation, assets. I should probably hide that. Like, at the moment, I believe there's only one weapon that hasn't been added to the game that I've got assets for, and it's this one, which is Sakura Storm for Kason. And I think I showed this another time, and like, this is still not changed from where it was at. But yeah, there's a lot that needs to be done. So I just realized I may have teased the name accidentally by showing that folder. There's actually been a working title for this game for a long time, but I want to get some assets done for it before I do anything about it, and we show off that, because I'm thinking of probably making a separate Twitter account to my own that will be where I post like specifically just for this game's updates, but I'll probably be posting like random little tidbits still on my Twitter account. But that just means that like, if you only want that info, you don't have to deal with my crap in between. But no, I'm really, really fucking excited. When stuff happens in the near future, it's gonna start getting quicker and quicker. Like, what I'm gonna be spending most of my time on, like I said, is cleaning up the weapon system so I can code it easier. I'm in fact gonna nag my mate to spend some time with me hashing out like a cleanup to this system and getting things like fully refined, which will be really, really fucking awesome. So yeah, look forward to that. Now, with that being the case though, we're about 8 minutes over time, so let's finish up. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, consider leaving a like or a comment on the video. Very much appreciated. It helps the video out more than you might know. Also, consider subscribing to the channel, hitting the notification bell to find out when I go live, or follow me over on Twitter where I do post some of the stuff that I'm working on, as well as when I go live, and general thoughts and feelings of going on in my life at the moment. There's nothing really much else to talk about, so I think we're just gonna finish up there. So, once again though, thank you so much for watching. You're awesome, stay awesome, and I hope to see you again next time. Until then, bye-bye.